of the season?
Well, St Maximum and Wilson joint because they've kept her up.
And best game of the season?
Best game of the season? Well, it's got to be the Leicester game. They played fantastic. There's the pivotal game. It's probably more like Fulham's games that have been pivotal to our season. If Fulham had won a couple of games, I think it was against Wolves and against Leeds at home, they would have went above us. Psychologically, it would have been damaging. I think it would have struggled from it. But we feel like there's been a few games this season that have been decent. I mean, I think the West Ham first half, but I think the Leicester game was just absolutely just unexpected. I think it was for 80 minutes they were fantastic, so it's got to be that, I guess.
Best player of the season for Newcastle?
Best player of the season? Oh, it's a tough one, that one, like, Jesus. For me, it's got to be Willock for what he's done, like, since he's been here. I mean, we're all disappointed at the transfer deadline when he signed, like, weren't we? Like, oh, Willock. But actually, he's been absolutely tremendous.
Got a signing penalty then?
Have we got 20 million?
Nope. Can we get him on loan again?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's going to be loan because I can't imagine us spending 20 million.
Nah. I think Arsenal want to keep him now as well, probably, to be honest.
Where he's probably better than what they've got, hasn't he?
And finally, mate, the best game of the season?
It's got to be Leicester, hasn't it?
Yeah. Anything from the past month, really, isn't it?
It's got to be Leicester, hasn't it? I mean, we've been absolutely terrible all season.
Best player of the season for Newcastle?
Gold. I've watched most of it through. Well, it's all right. I'm going to say Kieran Clark because I just think when we needed some stability and somebody with left foot, and I think it was very important. I know ASM, I love him. I know Wilson, it's fantastic. He scored some vital goals, but I just like the way Kieran Clark stabilised that defence when we looked a bit wobbly. When Lascelles, because if he had broken foot or something, looked a bit unhappy with the ball. So I'm going to say Kieran Clark because I think he was there when it mattered.
Popped up with a couple of goals as well, didn't he?
Oh,
Kieran Clark?
Right, yeah, that's right, yeah. I mean, hey, they all count, so that'll do.
And finally, best game of the season. I know there's not many.
Burnley, because when we absolutely positively needed to kill everybody in that room, we did it, and that was ASM coming off the bench, and that was really important. Without that, I think our heads would have gone, and thankfully that kept our heads above water and allowed us to get into the last part of the season, and now go into this. I was terrified we're going to have to go to Fulham and need a point.
Yeah, that was
because I didn't think we'd do it, and I think the pressure tells on Newcastle more than some other teams because it's not about expectations, it's the size of the club, and the players need to live up to that, and some of them can and some of them can't. And so I was terrified we were going to go to Craven Cottage needing a point, and I've been there lots of times. I've never seen us win or get any points whatsoever. I had a lot of drink afterwards, but never seen us get a point, so I was terrified it was going to be that.
Best game of the season? Sheffield United there, one of them?
That wasn't it. What's the highest scoring game?
Probably Leicester.
Leicester! Best game of the season. Mate, the season's been that shit.
Anything from April.
I'm just happy that I've went to a bar and had a drink, but probably Leicester. Definitely, it's got to be Leicester, hasn't it, really? But Jesus, wow, what a horrible season it has been. Fuck me. It could be worse. You could be getting beat 2-0 off Lincoln.
Yeah, you could be stuck in League One for the next 4 years.
Cheers!
And last but not least, mate, player of the season.
So, St Maximum, everybody loves him. But you've got to give it to Willock, really, haven't you? He's been tremendous. Definitely second half of the season, absolutely outstanding. Willock, he's even popped up with a goal there. He's literally winning with games. So Willock for me, please sign 20, whatever the case, just sign him. We need someone like that one.
I think we will sign him though.
I didn't like Mike Ashley, I didn't like Steve Bruce, didn't believe a word to say. They're I trust them as much as Rupert Murdoch, so now we'll probably sign fucking Sunderland's main midfielder just to bring him in just for some happiness. But no, I don't think we'll sign him at all. I think Arsenal will keep him. We'll probably sign. We'll get Xhaka.
I've been trying for Xhaka for a while.
Nah, good player.
The player of the season for you?
This season, it's a hard question. Really hard question. To be fair to Joe Linton, I'm not saying it's him, but he's improved. He's been one of them players that a hold-up player. He's done really well in that. But Willock's counted where we've needed him. The last few games, Willock's been unbelievable. We've needed him massively. doing that, to be fair, it wasn't a really good season, was it? It wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't good to the last month, really, was it?
Nah, we managed to scrape some results. We got out luckily, but without that month, today would have been a relegation battle and it would have been a crucial result. Can't even speak.
Big result, wasn't it?
Big result. I can't even speak.
Is that a good day? Is that a good day on the last year?
Been a
Big
very
Wednesday.
good day. Really good Wednesday. Sunderland got beaten half.
2-0, eh?
Aye, 2-0, wasn't it?
And what about best game of the season?
Best game.
Who's that? Oh, there he is.
Best game. It's a hard one now, isn't it? Probably see the Leicester game, you know.
It has to be reading it.
It has to be. We played class. It was an unbelievable performance. Didn't expect it.
Best player of the season?
Well, it's got to be either ASM or Joe Willock. I know Joe Willock came in January and St Maximin's been here for the full season, but like Joe Willock, he needs to stay here. Like no matter what Arsenal ask for, pace, just get him here. Yeah.
And best game of the season?
I'd have to say the Leicester one, 4-2. Like, it's a game that I didn't expect to win.